Vanakkam. Welcome to the Indulge-Express auto channel. And today what I have for you is probably one of the fastest SUVs on earth. Oh yes, I'm not joking. And it's an electric one at that. The Lotus Eletre. Eletre because it's electric. With a 0 to 100 time of 2.62 seconds. This is indeed one of the fastest SUVs you can think of. So what is so great about the Eletre? Stick with me. I'll tell you about some of its exclusive features. I'll show you some internal appointments. We'll drive the car. And hey, let's find out more. On the outside part, what I wanted to point out was the extensive use of carbon fiber here. And even the vents down there for easing of airflow and aerodynamic movement, you will see that there is a certain, it looks like an animation, but it is true. It opens up to let air through. It has been very intelligently designed to let air passage through these places. You have a scoop here, you have a scoop there. This is basically for the air passage in this. Over here, you have the big 22-inch wheels. They look very nice. Again, very aerodynamically designed in a blade format. Multitude of cameras all over the car. You have one here, you have one here, there's one here. You know, all of this is because of the ADAS system, the automotive driver assistance systems, which basically keep this car and help to keep you safe. You have the traditional pop-in, pop-out handles. So as you can see, this pops in and out when you try to lock, unlock. Privacy glass here. Look at the whole shape. The whole car has been crafted to give you a certain aerodynamic shape. And you can see the spoilers that are designed at the back. You can see the place for the rear radar and the cameras. And of course, you have full LED lighting. You have full carbon fiber finishes, both up and front. And besides, of course, the very subtle Lotus badging here, parking sensors here. Now let's take a look at the boot and see how much space this car actually has in the boot. Now let me show you the rear of this car, the boot space that we were talking about, which is very important to Indian families, and an electric tailgate release is just what is being asked for. It's got a cavernous space inside. You can see about 688 liters of boot space. If you need even more, then you can always flip the rear seats in a 60-40 ratio to get even more space out of it. But that is not the greatest thing. Of course, there's a small space here for your tire puncture repair kit and your warning triangle. But as I said, this is not the greatest party trick. The greatest party trick is if you've got heavy furniture and or suitcases and you want to lift it, all you need to do is you need to press a button here and you can virtually see the rear coming down like this to help you load stuff. And once you're done, you can of course press another button and you can see that it comes up slowly, maybe not as fast as it goes down, but it eventually comes up, and then you can close the boot by pressing this button. Now that we have shown you the externals and the boot space of the car, I wanted to show you something which is quite significant, and that is the charging point on this car. Just need to press here and this opens up. There's a CCS2 charger here. The company claims that you can go from say 20% to 80% in just 20 minutes if you are using a 150 kilowatt ultra fast charger. That is neat. And when you're done charging, all you need to do is press this button here and the flap goes back in place. Now, how cool is that? Of course, now that we have seen the boot, a lot of you would say, what's up front? Hey, let me open the bonnet and show you. But before that, I wanted to show you something very interesting. Now, this car has a feature which you call the soft closing feature. It's a vacuum suction. So all you need to do is, even if you don't close the door completely, let's say we leave it here, you can see the door goes in and the frameless window goes up. Awesome, huh? Anyway, now let's open the so-called bonnet. There's a lever on the left-hand side and you have to pull it, not once, but twice, like this. And now we will, of course, go to the front and open it. By the way, I love the carbon fiber on this. You know, it is fantastic. It's all covered. Why? Because there's an electric motor and a battery pack inside. So there's nothing for the user to see here. There is a windscreen washer fluid reservoir here and a small compartment. Right now, this has a charging cable, but you can utilize it for small items. Nothing great, but this is basically what you have in here. So let's close this and take a look at what the interiors have to offer. So now we are sitting inside the car. Of course, if anyone says, oh, what kind of luxury and comfort you have? I mean, luxury and comfort in this car is is secondary, because you can see the kind of beauty it has, the stitching, the finishing of the insides, the fabric, the Alcantara on the roof. I mean, whichever way you look at it, this is one fantastic finish. I mean, I would go so far as to say it's got a higher level of finish than most luxury cars in India. Similar, maybe, but very close, let's say, to a Bentley or something. So you have two large cup holders here. Of course, there is a wireless charging pad here. I can just keep my phone here and it will charge wirelessly. You have brakes, you have the controls for regen and other things. I just love the steering wheel here. It's flat bottomed on both sides. On the top part, on the below part, you have these beautiful machined type finish for here. The stainless steel. You have two paddles for the drive mode and the regen mode. Of course, automatic headlights, automatic wipers, you name it. And I love this big screen. For those of you who love sunroofs, now this is where it gets very interesting. This glass does not open, but it does have something called a transparency mode, which means that you can get it to become fully transparent, less transparent, depending on the light coming in. I mean, it's amazing to enjoy in such a way. Of course, you have another screen here which can display basic information of the car. And in front of the driver, of course, there is, besides a head-up display, there is all the essential information is in a slimline display here, which gives you your speed, your range, battery power left, so on and so forth. As I said, the seats are fully electrically adjustable. You have a myriad of settings. They can be adjusted to any type of body type that you have, and that is the most wonderful part of it. Now, this is as far as the front seat goes. Now, let's sit at the back and see whether the comfort at the back is as good as the front. Sitting in the back seat, again, you get an amazing feeling about this car. Now, it's just look at this. I mean, look at the fit and finish as I was talking about earlier. The Alcantara, there are speaker here, cabin lights right here, and I love this open out places. It sort of gives a very airy feel to the car, and this huge panoramic roof, of course, helps. Uh, Fit and finish is good. It's flat out here because there is no transmission tunnel, unlike a conventional car. I love the ambient lighting on these vents, and of course, there are extra vents in the pillars as well to keep you comfortable. And of course, you have a screen here. It's a lovely screen. You can control the seat, you can control the backrest. The backrest is, by the way, electric. So if I push a button here, as you can see, the backrest can come up or it can in fact go down. That is of course fully controllable from here as well. You can control the sound quality at the back, you can slide the seats back and front. Everything is controllable from here, and of course in a super comfortable manner. Now that we've spoken about the interiors, why don't we take a drive where we will talk about the engine. Why do I keep saying engine? I'm sorry for that. This car has a motor and not an engine. So the battery pack and the motor, and we'll talk about it and how good it is to drive. So this car has a 112 kilowatt hour battery, and with the fantastic motor it has, you get a top speed of 265 kilometers per hour and a 0 to 100 time of 2.95 seconds. And the company, that is Lotus Cars, claims that with a very rapid charger, you can charge from 10% to 80% in just under 20 minutes. But the point is not that. The point is not what the performance figures on paper are. The point is that this is a very livable car. Now, the version we are driving is, of course, a top of the line version, and this has 905 horsepower, but it is very easily drivable in traffic. It is a fantastic vehicle in that term that, no matter what situation you are in, it gives a very comfortable ride. The suspension is sorted. You don't feel those 22-inch wheels banging away like you would in a normal car. Overall, it's a car that is sorted, and it is one that you would love to add to your garage if you have the moolah. So, ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy our drive of the Lotus Eletre? The Eletre is a true electric SUV, one of the fastest SUVs in the world, as we were talking, with a 0 to 100 time of less than 3 seconds. Now, that is quick. It goes on to a top speed of 265, as we told you. Now, you would be asking, what is the price of the car? Now, this car comes in three variants. There is the basic model, which is 2 crores 55 lakhs ex showroom. Then you have the S model with a larger battery pack and a bit more performance. That is for 2 crores 65 lakhs. I beg your pardon, 2 crores 75 lakhs. And here we have the top model, which is the Eletra R, which we've been driving right now. That is at 2 crore 99 lakhs. So tell me, would you buy an electric SUV for this kind of money? Tell us in the comments below. Meanwhile, please subscribe to the Indulge Auto Express channel, and soon we'll bring you another amazing vehicle. Till then, see you soon. Goodbye and drive safe.